anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mocha Jules, and if you haven't yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up and leave it in the comments below on anything you would like to see from me next. So let's go ahead and just get right into this video. I'm gonna go ahead and create this look, which is very much giving fall, summer, whatever season you want to wear it. You can definitely pull it off. So I am going to show you guys how I created this look, and I hope you guys try it too and show me how it turned out for you. And yeah, so I hope to see you guys on my next video. Alright, so I've already did my eyebrows off camera, so now it's going to be eyeshadow. Now today's look, I want it to be a little fun and something different that I don't usually do. And also I've been looking at ideas like on Pinterest and stuff, so since it's almost fall and summer, you know, is winding down, I want to do a summer look that can also be transitioned over to a fall look. So I think I know what I'm gonna be doing, but we're just gonna, you know, play with some colors, and then we're gonna see how it turned out. So the palette that I'm gonna be using is my Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. Yeah, volume 2. And let me show you the inside. If you don't have this palette, it is very nice. It has the yellow, it has the black, it has the pinks, the purples, the nudes. It has all of that, and I actually like this palette. So I don't use this palette that much because I usually stick to like neutral colors when I go out and stuff like that, but if I want to do something popping, I know this is the palette that I'm going to go to. Alright, so first we're going to start with the eye prep, which is the primer or a concealer to prep your eyelids, and then after that I'm going to set it with my I'm going to set my eyelids with my Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. And then we're going to go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. As always, I'm going to use my Fenty Pro Filter concealer in the color 410, and I'm going to apply that on my eyelids. Okay, so now that we got our eyelids prepped, I'm going to go ahead and use my Sephora Pro Crease brush number 24, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the transition shade, which is going to be Homebody in this palette. This is the Homebody color. It may look a little bit lighter on camera, but it's really in between a brown and like maybe an orange, I can say. That's the type of color that it's giving me, but it's not like orange or brown. It's just in between, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that first as my transition shade. Okay, so I was really looking for like that brown, maybe like a light brown eyeshadow transition color, but it's really giving me like too much of a lighter, well, like an in-between orange, and I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly go into my Juvia's Place the Masquerade palette, and I'm gonna use the Fulani brown. As you can see, this is one of my favorite browns to use. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to mix that in the Homebody just to make it my transition shade. Alright, so now that we did the translucent shade, I know it's like not popping. If I really wanted it to pop, I would have used my Anastasia eye primer, and it looks like this. I would usually use that because it's like a white it's like a white shade, like a cream white shade, and it will make your colors pop. But I don't want it to pop because I can still make it pop but not as exaggerated as it would have been if I would have used this, but it's still gonna be cute. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a half cut crease because I didn't want to do a cut crease, but because of the look that I'm trying to go for, I think it's best to do like a partial cut crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with my Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 410, and I'm gonna do the semi cut crease, well, the partial cut crease. Alright, so now that I went ahead and did my partial cut crease, now I'm going to go ahead and go in with a shimmer shade, which I'm going to start with the Talia. Alright, so this is the Talia shade. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this shimmer first. Y'all, like, I wish I could get like a decent brush to do my eyeshadows, but I'm like well overdue to washing my brushes. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that meme where it says like your brush, something with the brush. If I find it, I'm gonna post it on here. Like, literally my brushes are looking at me like, I see you and I know you see me. Like, it's really time for me to wash these brushes, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this week. Alright, so I had to dim my lights because it was too bright that I noticed that I wasn't even able to see how the shimmer pops. So I hope you can see now how it pops. So it's like a bright yellow, like a golden yellow. Okay, so now I know it's still looking crazy, but you gotta trust the process. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with I'm In It, which is this white shimmer shade right here. And I'm gonna put it in front of the eyelids, the space that I did not put the yellow shimmer. Alright, so instead of a shimmer, I did go ahead and go in with Certified instead, and this is Certified right here. Hope you guys can see, is this eyeshadow color right here. So the white shimmer was giving me a weird color, so I just went ahead with a white eyeshadow instead. And I'm just basically playing around, going back and forth with Certified, which is the white eyeshadow, and Talia, which is the golden shimmer. And I'm just trying to like blend it all together. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my first brush, which was the Sephora Pro Crease brush number 24. And I'm going to use my Fulani, which is the translucent shade that I did use at the beginning. And I'm going to go ahead and darken up the tail of my eyelids. Alright, so now because I want it to be a bit exaggerated, just a little bit, I am gonna add some black. I'm gonna add black on the tail end. So I'm gonna add this black. It is Temptress. Right here, I'm gonna add this black here on the tail end. So I'm gonna try to be careful with this black. I'm not trying to put too much. I'm just gonna tap it just a little bit at the tail end just to darken it up and give it that, you know, poppin' eyeshadow look. So let's try it. Okay, all right, so now that I gave it this little oomph, I'm gonna use my first brush, the transition brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend everything together. I may tap just a little bit on the home body just to, you know, just to oomph it up a bit, which the home body is like the in between brown and orange. So I'm just gonna blend it on top of the crease just to make sure everything looks decent. Alright, so I hope you guys can see this eyeshadow look. I am gonna stop right here, but I'm definitely feeling it, and I know once I put everything together it's gonna be really complete. So now we're gonna do the face. Well, I'm gonna stop right here. Like I said, I'm gonna add my wing and my lashes, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the face. So I'm gonna do that off camera because it's a process. It's a process. So let me do that off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so I now have my lashes and my liner, and while I was applying my lashes, I did go ahead and prime my skin with, as always, the Milk Hydro Grip primer. So now it's foundation, and then we're gonna get going with the whole face. Alright, so now the foundation we're gonna be using is the Dior Forever foundation, and my shade is 8N, and I love this foundation. It's definitely like a skin-like finish to me. So this is like one of my favorite foundations to use. So I'm gonna apply this first, and then we're gonna go ahead and conceal, contour, blush, all of that good stuff. Alright, so now that we have applied our foundation, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my concealer, which I'm going to use my Fenty Pro concealer, and I'm going to use the 490 and 460. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Mahogany, just to give it that nice highlight. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and contour with Black Opal True Color Foundation in the shade Java Dream. And this is what I always use to contour my face. Okay, now that we highlighted and contour, I'm gonna go ahead and set the highlight with my Anastasia loose setting powder, and this is golden orange. I do not bake, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this sponge that I got from Amazon. I will link it down below, and I will go ahead and set it, and then I will go ahead and swipe it off. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. And I'm going to go ahead and bronze where I had contour. Okay, so now that I went ahead and bronzed my face, before I apply my brush, I am going to go ahead and use my pressed powder. And this is my pressed powder from Black Radiance, and this is the color Ebony. Alright, so now that I've applied the pressed powder, I'm going to go ahead and use my Juvia's Place Bronzy Deep Dark. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here and apply it as a blush. And then I'm going to apply my blush from the Blush Rouge Volume 1. This shade over the bronze shade color that I used first. Okay, so now that we've applied everything besides lips, before we apply lips, I'm going to go ahead and set my face first with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Alright, so for lips, I'm going to go ahead and use my Dose of Colors Velvet Mousse Lipstick Beachy. And first I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to apply some gloss over it just to give it that nice look, because I definitely think that this deserves a lip gloss and not leave it matte. Alright babes, so this is the finishing look. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. I think this is very much giving fall, and I maybe can sneak it in the summer too. Let me know what you guys think. This was definitely fun creating too. It's out of my comfort zone, but I really like it, and I think it's really cute, especially on my skin tone. Period. So babes, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I left everything down in the description box below, from the eyeshadow, from the lipstick, from everything. You can find it down in the description box below. And I hope you guys leave it in the comments on whatever look that you guys want me to create next, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.